Hi, hello, this is Chachi, and this is Fragments of Chi, where I believe that we are all mosaics of fragmented energy. And if you're slowly rebuilding your life in your 20s, or you're in the season of becoming, then this channel is for you. And for today's video, we're gonna be talking about how my trip to Boracay went, plus my trip to Buscalan, all in the same video. So it's gonna be an hour-long video. Grab your popcorn, whatever, and let me know if this long form works for you guys, or if doesn't, so I can go back to how long my videos were before. I just did it because my friends actually requested to have an hour long videos. From my previous video, I only showed you guys the first day that we had here in Boracay. So it ended with a dinner actually, but I just didn't have any videos from that dinner. So we had to get up early the next day to catch the sunrise. And apparently, the place where you see sunrise is different from the place where you see sunset. So if you're in the stations area to see the sunrise, you're not gonna see it because it's on the other side of the island. So you basically just have to walk all the way there. It's like not even 15 minutes, I think, walk towards the other side. And then we also had some Jollibee before we headed back to our hotel because we had to get ready for this yacht party. And then this yacht party is actually booked from Klook again. I swear to God, I think Klook might need to give me some sort of couponers because I've been using Klook a lot in my trips. Anyway, this is how the yacht is. Literally minutes before we got to the spot where we're supposed to stay and do some activities. So what's included in the Klook yacht party is crystal kayaking, paddle boarding, snorkeling, the yacht party, the booze, food, board diving or something, which was really fun. And there's so many activities I can't remember. I didn't do all of them because just way too many things. But we booked it and it was like around, I think we paid around 800 for both of us. And yeah, you see some fishes over here, which was really great. Also, if you guys are curious, the life jacket is already included in the boat, and I would say it's pretty much a good deal for every day for 800 something. I can't really remember how much was it, but it was really good. We think it's a good deal. There's food, there's booze, there's music, there's so many people. It's not boring, and pretty much this is what made our trip in Boracay because we didn't go out after this. We didn't have any plans to go out clubbing afterwards. So after this, because we're pretty much tipsy already, we just decided to go home. But it was really nice. There's so many people. People were nice. I get to see this. And it's so pretty. And also, one more thing that I should be mentioning in this video is that if you're booking something for activities that you wanted to do in Boracay, best to look for Klook codes and Klook discounts first because there's so many scams out there that I've seen, and it's just not worth to get in trouble. Like, it's not worth the hassle to save a couple more bucks. Even if you're spending just a couple more bucks in Klook, it would be totally worth it because sometimes the booking that you get from Klook itself is so much better than like personally booking something off of Klook. But you know what I mean. So this is me paddle boarding, and I've been so proud of myself at this point because like,
Who would have thought I would be paddleboarding alone in Boracay?
yep, that's right. I feel like I'm healing my inner child during this trip because when I was younger, I never really got to see more of Philippines besides going in and out of the city, going back to my dad's country home. And I've never really been outside of Luzon, which is where I am from. And this trip is so healing for me because who would have thought that Charlotte from not even 5 years ago would be able to do all this, and to think that that person was actually like in the deepest need at the time, and 18-year-old me would have never imagined she'd be able to afford something like this. Also, not to mention that I'm actually really scared of open waters. Like, yes, I've been doing competitive swimming since I was young, but to be in an open water like this is really terrifying for me. And the only reason that I had the courage to actually jump off the boat is because I had a life jacket with me. So that's the only reason. And also to think that this only happens once in a lifetime, probably. And also, this is the part where the party is gonna start because we're about to leave the place that we're staying at. And also, I suggest that you lower down your volume because, girl, this is gonna be so loud. But I tried my best to make it as not really loud as I could.
Don't be shy. We gon' go all night. We gon' light this up like it's dynamite. 'Cause I told you once, now I told you twice. We gon' light this up like it's dynamite. It don't matter as long as we got each other. Turn it up, turn it up. Start a party like let's go, let's Are you ready to jump? Let's go, let's go. Put your hands
If you guys couldn't tell, I had to fast forward the video because, or else I'm gonna get copyrighted. But pretty much that's how we ended our day, our second day in Boracay, which we proceeded to go to our hotel after the yacht party and didn't go out anymore because we were tired. And then we had to catch our flight around 11 a.m. So we had to get up early and do things before we actually leave Boracay. So this is me walking by the boardwalk, catching sunrise before I fly out. And I actually had the time to go for a quick swim as well. So this is in Station 2, which was really nice because there wasn't really like much people. And what I really love about Boracay is that despite having so many tourists, like it doesn't really feel touristy at the time. Maybe because I've been living in Vancouver and I really don't get when people are there in a place, because like Vancouver is a tourism hotspot technically. So this is me enjoying my little swim. And I love the water here for some reason. It's just like not too salty. It's not too warm, not too cold. The temperature in and out of the water is great. And comparing to Mexico, not too salty for some reason. So I was able to open my eye under the water, which I really. And there's a lot of things that I like about it, but also like there's a lot of things that I didn't want from this trip, like how things on the boardwalk is literally so much more expensive than being in your hotel nearby stores, I guess. Like a barbecue, there's hot dog stand, barbecue stand, whatever. That's hot dog for 50 pesos. Which is, get it, it's like a dollar 25 for Canadian, if I did the math correctly. But also, like, what is going on? Because I was like 35 pesos in the barbecue place nearby our hotel, which isn't even a dollar in Canadian. But yeah, it was fun. It was, and the whole trip was really good. It was stressful for like the first day, but then moving forward, kind of just fell into right places. So it was really nice. I really enjoyed it. I also highly recommend staying at Canyon Hotel and Resort. Is that the right name? But I booked it in Klook. It was cheap. The hotel manager, actually, we saw him and he said hi, and I think he kind of upgraded the room because if I remember correctly, we didn't get any access to swimming pool with Cloak, but then he gave it to us. He asked the front desk person to add a swimming pass access to our room, so that was really nice. It was an amazing hotel. I would go back again, 10 out of 10 for sure. And I'm pretty sure I forgot to mention that there's also breakfast included in the hotel, which is like a breakfast buffet. And since it's in Station 1, there's not much people, which was really great because like at this time, we were rushing to get to the terminal or the airport. And it was nice to stop by and have some food before our transfer picks us up. They also had many selections in their breakfast, and I really like that they have like the usual Filipino breakfast there, which was really great because I've been craving it, and it was a must for me to have at least a proper Filipino breakfast food before I even leave Philippines, and it was really great. And a transfer picked us up around 8:30, so this is us on the way to the airport. One thing I regret from not doing is getting pasalubong or delicacies from outside the airport, because once you're inside the airport, there's really not that much that you can buy things from. There's like a couple stores, but it was really expensive. So yeah, we only stayed in Boracay for like 3 days, but technically both first day and last day are like half days, so you know what I mean. And then we went back. This is Manila's airport. And once we landed, Sarah and I actually went to BGC to grab some yao yao, which was, we've been dying to have some yao yao since before we even get together. Pause. Before I proceed with my Buscalan videos, I wanted to share some tips with you guys that we did during our Boracay trip. So first one is we booked our transfer from the airport all the way to our hotel. We don't have to pay for anything else using Klook. And if I remember correctly, it was like around 600 something. I'm not sure, guys. I can't remember. You can check it out. It's something about South Travel Tours. So you can check it in Klook. I don't have any access to it now because I'm back in Canada. But you can check it out if you're still in the Philippines, or you can just look around how much was it, because right now I'm seeing Canadian dollars. Anyway, so after that, the next thing we did is we book some activities using Klook, which is the yacht party, and that one is around 800 something, and it's under this. I'm just gonna attach it. And then we did some spa, which was, I think, around 400 something. I'm so bad at math and also memorizing things, so I'm just gonna put it right here for you guys to see and check it out on your own. I can't remember the exact prices. And then what else? So the transfer, the hotel. Oh yes, the hotel, which is this, which came around 6,000 for 3 days. And then the yacht party and the spa, and then back to the transfer. So we had to book 2 transfer, I think, to go and to go back to the port. So there's that. And we really didn't have that much budget. By that much budget is because we didn't limit ourselves during the stay. So we spent about 50,000 each. I'm so sorry. Yeah, we spent about 30,000 if I remember correctly. Or was it around 20 something? It's within that range. From 25 to 30,000 pesos. Just insane. Okay, so immediately after my BGC trip with Sarah, I had to go back home immediately, and guess who got stuck in 2 hours traffic in EDSA? This girl with the big ass luggage that she can't go in any MRT station because she has to bring a luggage with her. And it's really hard to travel in transpo in Philippines. So I didn't really do that. So I was stuck in traffic for 2 hours in EDSA. And at 9 p.m., I had to meet these people that I'm going in Buscalan with. So yeah, I had to meet these people in Eton Centuries. Eton? So it's a group trip actually that I just saw in Facebook. I was about to go with Sarah initially, but she dipped and she had to go back to work, so I had to find for someone else to cover her reservations. So it started at around 9:50, 9:30 something, and then we weren't even in Baguio until probably around like early morning, like 5 to 7 a.m. And then we had to stop in we actually had to stop in Bontoc because it's pretty close to Buscalan already. According to the driver, it was like 2 hours drive away, and it was already lunchtime. But by the time we get to Bontoc, which is another mountain province location, so we had to go there, and it was really nice. It was actually really kind of like overwhelming in a way, because like when we got there was barely any city people because of course they're all the way up in the province. So there's that, which was really nice because I could somehow speak their language because I speak Ilocano and I understand and can speak Ilocano. And then their Ilocano is different from my Ilocano, which is from Isabela. It was kind of amazing, amusing in a way. And I think that's one of the best part of this trip in Buscalan, to be able to communicate to other people using your other language besides Tagalog. And I guess like the people in Bontoc weren't really expecting me to talk to them in Ilocano at the time, because every time I would open up my mouth and say Ilocano words, they're like really shocked about it. And if you guys don't know, yes, I'm Ilocano. My dad's Ilocano. He's from Isabela, and I learned Ilocano by being in my dad's home province every summer when I was younger. So I can actually talk to you in Ilocano. Anyway, I'll let you have some glimpse of Mountain Province here, and I'll let you guys just watch some rice terraces like this ones, and fields and mountain, and I'll be right back. naman to? Ah! Guys, what the hell? Kaya nga.
Pwede na pala tayo mag-bago siya.
Ay, mag-Mr. Donut nga tayo.
Hey! Naka-tricycle ka. Dito naka-point-point pala itong point-point.
Tayo kaya ng tricycle.
Aangat ba to ya?
Bakit natapos to? Tagal na to. Tatlong mga taon na.
Yes, naka-experience sa tricycle sa Mondo, guys.
Oo, kasi kayong sa Bandakan. Wagat sa Kalinga. Nakakaya po ng bundok. Mas po sa checkpoint.
Mountain province.
Apat na oras. Ah,
Akala namin bad na nagpatakot. Kami di pa kami. Grabe ang fog. Layo na pinag-parkingan ni Kuya. Hey guys! Maganda.
Nag-tricycle.
Yes, naka-experience sa tricycle sa Bondo, guys. Ay, probinsya. Hiking na. Ang gaganda sa patos. Parang bridge yung Isabela. Ng Toge, gano'n. Hindi, parang yellow. Yellow. Tokukan.
Hello, I'm back. Anyway, this is what you'll see when you're close to the foot of the mountain already. So you'll see a PNP sign because you're supposed to get off there and sign your names and find your assigned tourist guide, which in my situation, I already had an assigned tourist guide because I booked with someone from Buscalan itself and their local um, Join already provided this and the place that we're staying at as well. So I'll let you guys know more about it. But technically, I paid about 5,000 for the whole thing. We are in Buscalan. Oh my god! We're gonna register here. Hmm? Best pa.
Mula dito ma'am, abutin tayo 2 oras.
2 oras, kuya?
Pwede rin gawing 3 oras, pwede rin kung makabal kayo.
Oh my God. Totoo ba?
Yeah, maybe 3 hours. You want to ride a motorbike? English.
Jesus.
So if you ever go in Buscalan, you are required to get one local tour guide whenever you go up and down the mountain. They're not gonna allow you in if you don't have anyone with you because this is where they get their resources. So this is their only income, and that's why they try to kind of scatter everything for everyone. So there's like specific tour guides and tour groups and stay places in Buscalan, which I think it's really nice to support locally. It's really nice to support local, especially in this kind of places where it's hard to earn money and hard to reach, and everything is not cheap because you have to transport everything going up here, which it probably took us more than 12 hours. So most likely the things that you get here are transported from so far places that it kind of results into higher prices. Because from what I remember, chicken noodle soup or lucky me with egg is 100 pesos up there, if that's what I remember correctly. Also, the name of the group touring is Leisure Travel and Tours in Facebook, but they keep changing their names from GL Tours to Leisure Travel and Tours, so I don't really know which one to link. Anyway, they assigned us 2 tourist guides, and I remember Kuya's name is Kuya Gilbert. And I can't remember her name. It's pretty local, and I just can't remember. I'm so sorry. But I remember seeing some review for this specific touring group, which is from TikTok, if I remember correctly. And apparently they were locally owned, so I just booked with them. But to be honest with you guys, there's some misleading information. I would say it's not the best, but also like I can't really complain about it because girl, you chose this and you knew what you're about to see. But then you still pushed. So like if it's not up to your standards, maybe because you've been living so out of touch nowadays. Not me reflecting on this right now. Anyway, personally, I feel like it's a 6 out of 10 because things could have been better, prices could have been better. They offered us so many things with the price, which is I get it. But also like it says in the advertisement that there is some free things such as internet or there's electricity, which there wasn't when we stayed. So it was really disappointing. But at least I supported a local group, not just like someone who isn't from outside Buscalan. But I hope they actually improve things from here because there's so much potential in this staycation thing, and the people are so nice. It's just that there's a lot of like misleading things, which was really disappointing. Also, my friend Sarah was so valid for backing out because at this time there were typhoons back in Philippines that just passed like a couple days ago before this trip happened, and then apparently there were so many landslides to the point that you're not even gonna be able to just walk. You might have to like take some habal, which is the motorcycle. And look at this part. It was like really sketchy because once you step on the wrong rock, you're off the cliff, like literally. So, which is I get it, but also like we could have just not done this. You know what I mean? We could have been safer. Anyway, I slipped multiple times using my slippers, so I had to take it off, and now I'm like walking with nothing on my feet, and I keep stepping on rocks, like little rocks. So after this trip, I had so many deep cuts on my feet because of the rocks. But it's an experience, so I'll take it. And I can't really complain about it because I knew damn well that this happened in November. It's gonna be really rainy. It's gonna be slippery, but I still pushed through. So there's that. And what you're about to see is the first landslide that we had to walk through because there were total of 4 landslides if I remember correctly. I don't film everything because I have to make sure that I am locked in on not walking into my death. And then the next thing you'll see is the contraption going up the mountain that they made locally with all the supplies that they have. And it was actually amazing. This is the tramway that they call to go up in Buscalan.
Mapapagalitan tayo ng mama mo. Diyos ko ka. Talagang yan din ako ate.
Parang relax
Hindi na. Lokal. Kaya ganon. Sana all. Oh my God. I'll be shedding my pants.
Anong magagawa ng harang kung kukunin ka nilon?
That lady is a local from Buscalan, and so when I asked her, "Are you not gonna put that chain on?" and she's like, "No, why would I need that?" Which is so funny. And then one more older sister was like, what would the chain do if it's God's will for you to die today? Which wasn't really helpful at the time. But it's so funny. Oh my god.
Andito siya oh. Andito siya. Sa bahay niya, yung batok. Ay, hindi nakikita. Sa likod niya.
And guys, honestly, this is one of my bucket lists to be able to ride this tramway and go up in Buscalan and get the tattoo from Apo Whang-Od. So of course I gotta do it too, duh. Even though I'm scared. So this is a video from my friend's point of view. And of course I'm gonna give you guys a perspective from my view as well later on.
Mag-ano ka muna sa cellphone mo din.
Wait lang kuya ha. Huwag niyo muna kayo ba to?
Pwede naman. Para bigyan natin. Bram.
My God!
Okay na. Sige, okay na to.
Tawagan mo yung mga
Sige, okay na kuya. Shit! Wow! Oh my God! Jesus! Yo, this is insane. Literally just happened. My mom's gonna get mad at me if she finds out. Oh my God! Uy, ang bagay ko gumagalaw. Shemay. Oh my God! Ang ganda mo, Pilipinas! Oh my God! Sige, lean back lang, bakla. Go. Oh my God! It's so pretty. Oh, OMG. Ayun.
Go na. Oh, lampanot. Nabaga na urdo. Okay.
Oh, marami ng vlog.
Ang dalawang vlog kasi kasama ka doon sa baba.
Isa lang kuya.
travel before. Isa lagi na rin hul, pero mapahalan ito. Yan, lakas. Ito na nagkasmuto ng tapos. Macam chirin na siya ako eh, yun na ako. Ah, yun na all, yan. Mudo, karburado. Yan, yan. Ah, pwede. So, nadab.
God, finally, this is the last push going to the place where we're staying at for the night and the next morning. And we heard that we might be able to squeeze in today for Apo Whang-Od's tattoo session because of the people that we booked this trip with. They are kind of connected, I heard, so they're gonna try to squeeze that in. And then this is the place that we're staying at. So as you can see, it's not finished. There's 5 floors, and out of 5, there's only 1 floor functioning, and it's on the 3rd floor. So we all did have to go all the way up here and all the way down if we were to go get some food downstairs. But the place was nice. It was really modern, I would say, and it was pretty and spacious. But also, like, you're basically sharing one whole room with 5 people. Also, I have to mention that they installed the Japanese toilet in here, but there's no electricity. So you have to figure out how to flush the toilet. And there's no heater. Water is so damn cold every day. Like, there was no time in there that we had a warm water because we're all the way up here. But just a heads up for anyone who wants to book with them.
Oh my god, okay. Low ceiling. Pero,
And as I mentioned earlier, we actually got squeezed in on the line, but we still had to wait for like a solid 1 hour for each one of us to go and get tattooed by Whang-Od. So this is it, and this is your trigger warning. There's gonna be blood and some sort of like syringe, not really, but the tattooing thing that they use is actually a thorn. So you'll see that, and you'll see the tattooing process. So if you are squeamish about it now, skip this part all the way until probably 5 minutes.
Huwag yung patawanin. Ay, zoom ko nga. Ay. Ay, maganda to, naka-zoom. Basic, walang reaction.
Also, during this trip, there were 3 other girls and then 2 other guys. One is a Japanese guy and one is a British guy, if I remember correctly. And they were so nice. The joiner group was actually really nice. And I happened to be, I would say, kind of friends with this girlies right here, and this is one of them. And I honestly forgot to ask for permission if I could put their videos on here. So I'm not gonna put everything, but I did ask Ate Joy if she could tell them that I'm posting this on YouTube, and she said yes, and they'll be watching. So shout out you guys. Mag-add naman tayo sa Facebook or something or Instagram, whatever. And it was a really fun trip with you, and I hope to see you guys again soon. Join our trip once more when I get back, hopefully.
Patong mo sa tuhod. Yung siko mo, patong mo daw sa tuhod. Harap ka sa kanya, ma. Yan na ang concern. Tagal ka mo batukan eh. Yan na lang ako magpapapicture dun sa cellphone mo. Para siya na lang mag-send sa akin. Meron daw siya. Nagkakaatsunan.
If you guys are wondering if it hurts, yes, it hurts so much. I was literally just counting down the taps that was happening onto my body at the moment because it was so bad. It hurts so much, and I think she hit a nerve. That's why she keeps wiping down my middle tattoo because it keeps bleeding, which is like it's part of the whole ritual. So it really hurts, and I kind of am glad that I did it because there's no other time I could do it other than now, and I'm glad that I didn't run. But just to let you guys know, it hurts more than a tattoo, like a machine tattoo. Back to the place that we're staying at, they were actually preparing our dinner already. Yes, that's included in the things that you're paying for, by the way. So it's one dinner, one breakfast, and one lunch for the 2 days that you're staying there. Because there was no freaking electricity, I couldn't charge my phone. I only have my laptop and my power bank, and some girls had their power bank with them too. So I had to like carefully and intentionally charge my phone at this time. Everybody is out of battery already, and there was no way to charge my phone. And so there's no clips at all from my end after this. I had to wait until we get down to the car to be able to charge my phone. Because we're going home. Oh, we're done with Apo. Yeah. Maganda.
Sige, ingat sa biyahe.
Salamat po. Salamat. Wow.
when you went upstairs. Yes, I see. Yeah, we used the tram yesterday. It was really fun. I know, that's why we. I'm so glad that I did it this time. Not tram. Look at that. Let's go. It's hot. Should have not worn my jacket. Look at that falls. The hanging bridge.
My God! Video yan. Maayos yun, naka 0.5 nga. Wala kang tali itong mo, cellphone mo. Mas mahal tong cellphone mo. My God! Hoy!
Maalog talaga, girl. Tangina, wala pang tali yung cellphone ko. Gago. Ito yung baba, oh. Ang even know if you can see it. Oh my God. No hands. Para mas mabilis pag ganito. At least di ka na pupunta sa one side lang. Try mo gumitna lang, Ate Joy. Joy pala. Wow. Sige, tara. Takot na takot si bakla, oh. Ay, utang ina. Ang bibigat kasi. Ang ina, sobrang gewang. Paglakad na lang talaga sa baba pag ganyan. Picture tayo.
I'm gonna attach a clip for you guys to see how slippery it is.
Ingat na ingat po
With
kami
just
sa mga putik.
slippers.
Pero yung putik yung lumalapit
It's
sa
so
amin.
pretty. So you better wear some proper shoes.
Uy, puta. Naglagan ng papaya ba to?
Yes. Saan na sila? Ay no. Ah, ito yung sagsaradong daan, oh.
Ay, highway check, yes.
Paangat na tayo ulit. Yes. Nice. Anong oras na? Hindi ko makita.
Putang ina mas. Yan ang sinasabi ko. Uy! Ay, gago, wala na. Kailangan ko na magpagda talaga. The best na ako nadulas. Hindi talaga kaya. Ang ina.
Ito, anong sila sa baba?
Babe, makikita ulit sa video na to. Saan ako nadulas? Ninay ko tanggalin yung sinelas ko. Nadulas pa rin ako.
Tignan ko kung na-video ko ba eh. Pindot ko naman siya. Ito, wala tong hagdan ha. Pababa ulit to. Side lang daw, side. Side.
Para naman ako, alimang maglakad ako tayo. Aray!
Pa-forward ka na. Wala na dito.
Hindi kasi baka madulas pa rin.
Sumuti pa baba to. Sabi ni Kuya, mas mapayapa daw maglakad, hindi minamadali. So wag natin madaliin. Eh, maputik dito.
Aray! This is such a humbling experience from literally being in a hotel for 3 days straight to this. What do you call this? Walking through the mud, going up the mountain, having no Wi-Fi, no proper water, no electricity, no nothing. But with this view, it's so humbling. It's only Sunday today. And last Friday, I was in a hotel room with everything I need. And now this. Look at this.
Bye guys.
Bye.
Kasi tapos si Joy gitna eh.
level ng Tanduay, oh.
I also just want to mention that the store I'm about to show you guys is where cheaper things are, because when we got coffee at the place that we're staying at, it's so much more expensive there than it is down in the foot of the mountain where there's like a little store or something, and it costs around 300 pesos for the coffee, and then down there it's only like 150. So like where we are staying was 2 times the price usually. And there's also shirts here. There's so many things in here, so
Dito guys, mas mura yung mga bilihin dito. Dito na lang kayo bumili if ever napupunta kayo dito. Kasi yung ganitong size, dun sa pinagstayan namin is 300. Ganitong size. This is 150 dito. And I'm pretty sure that's pretty much the same. Because it's the same price. So ito 80. Sa pinagstayan namin 150. I think it's better to get your things here.
as I said earlier, the trip was good. It was a 6, maybe even a 7. But because of those misleading things, informations that were posted in their Facebook account and their behavior towards responding to us wasn't really what would attract me in a kind of like a joiner group or something. But also, this is my first time as a joiner, and maybe my expectations are just too high. But it's totally up to you. There's so many other reviews out there for this place because I've seen them a lot in TikTok anyway. But if you are looking for a budget kind of joiner group, then this is it. Also, if I remember correctly, they weren't really responding to us before we booked this whole thing. Actually, we already booked it back in probably September, and this was in November. And then we get that there's a typhoon, multiple typhoon that went in Philippines at this time. But also like they have been posting pictures in their Facebook page, but they weren't replying to us when we were asking like, hey, we know there was a typhoon recently. Are we still pushing through? And they keep just ignoring my friend, and it was really disappointing. And then one more thing, they advertised that there would be electricity, Wi-Fi, which when we asked, apparently there is generator, but also they didn't buy gas for it. So like, what are we supposed to do? But then again, it's only a night. I missed my class because I had to still take classes at this time, but it's whatever. That's fine. But when the time that we had to pay, because we only pay the down payment and you have to pay upfront the remaining balance that you have, when we calculated everything, there were a couple things that weren't really received from my end that they took into computation. When my friend checked it, she saw it, but I personally didn't really mind. I didn't see, I didn't try to look at it, but she did. And she was like, hey, you got charged for this when you're supposed to be not charged because I didn't get this. And then I told them, oh, hey, apparently you also charged me this. And then they're like, oh, I'm so sorry. Like, I didn't see. Like, you know damn well that my friend didn't get ink at this time. But okay, whatever. That's fine. So just double check your charges as well.
Hindi ko na alam asan kami. At ang gulo-gulo ng buhok ko. Gulo ng itsura ko. Pero wow. Ganda ng Benguet. What the fuck? So pretty. Look at this view. Insane.
And we're on our way back to Manila. And for the next videos, I'll be showing you guys what happened when I went from Manila, flying again to Kawayan in Isabela. Because I'll be meeting my relatives up there. But I'll only be there for 2 days in total. Or 3 days, I think. But it's pretty much a short trip. So I'll let you guys finish this video with some montage. And enjoy. Enjoy Philippines.